Hi, welcome back to another knitting video. If you're new here, my name is Beth and I am a fibre artist, knitter, storyteller, all-round creative person, and I make videos all about the magic and mindfulness of making so as to hopefully inspire you to live a more creative life. I hope you'll join me on today's crafting adventure. We are talking all about knitting patterns, specifically gothic knitting patterns. Really, it's just an excuse for me to browse patterns on Ravelry and talk about them because I've not got time to knit them all, so talking about them is the next best thing. And maybe then you'll find some patterns that you like, and then I can live vicariously through you by seeing you knit them. So yeah, I was inspired to do this video by Jack in the Attic, who did her own video about gothic knitting patterns, and you know, I just thought I want to talk about some gothic knitting patterns that I like, or some patterns that I think could be gothic. To be honest, I might be repeating some of the ones that she talked about. I don't know, I can't remember. I basically just went through all of the cardigans and sweaters on my Ravelry favourites list and picked out a short list that I thought I would like to talk about, and so we're just gonna go through that. And there is a sliding scale, I think, from like what I would call gothic-adjacent or like gothic complementary. They're more kind of basic, simple patterns, things that are very easily wearable, very everyday, kind of casual. If they're paired with other gothic accessories, they're not gonna like negate the gothic vibe, if that makes sense, but also they're not really gothic on their own. You can easily also pair them with more neutral, standard, like everyday accessories and it won't necessarily look gothic, and you can also knit them in a way that doesn't look gothic, you know, depending on colour choice really. But then I also want to talk about some patterns that are much more overtly gothic. I will also say that my style tends to lean more towards kind of if you imagine what a cottage witch might wear, which may also overlap with art teacher, librarian, that kind of vibe, but make it gothic. That's kind of usually 9 times out of 10 my vibe. So kind of like, yeah, goth cottagecore, kind of a little bit of dark academia sprinkled in there. That's the kind of vibe that I tend to go for. Obviously there's a lot of different ways that you can dress, a lot of different alternative and gothic ways that you can dress, so maybe some of these aren't for you, but that's this kind of style I'm going for, just as a, you know, so that you know what to expect going in there. As you know, I feel like it's quite that's why I quite like flowy skirts and shawls, but pair it with a top with a dragon on it. Alright, okay, now that we've established that, let's get to it. Let's look at some patterns. Alright, let's start with some of the more subtle, kind of maybe minimalist even, gothic/gothic adjacent patterns. So first up, I'm going to talk about the Sabrina V-neck by Tamara Jordan, which, as the pattern title says, is a V-neck sweater. It looks like you can choose between a variety of sleeve lengths. This one has no sleeves. This one has short sleeves. This one has long sleeves. And I like the slight flare at the sleeve. It's like a little bit of a, I don't know what they're called. They're not bell sleeves, I don't think. Are they? Are they bell sleeves? The ones that go really wide at the wrist. So it's not quite that. It's not quite that medieval style, but it's kind of like a little hint towards it. So for a more everyday occasion, for wearing it to work or to the shops or something, you know, it's very doable. Really, the only reason that it looks gothic to me is because it's in black in this first photo. Yeah, it's very, very wearable looking, everyday, kind of nicely fitted, cute little top, and the slight flare just gives a slight witchy vibe, just the slightest, just the tiniest sprinkling. So I really like that. It looks really wearable. It looks like it has a decent amount of sizes, 9 sizes I think, and it is a worsted weight sweater. Well, here it seems that they have held 2 4-ply yarns together, 2 fingering weight yarns, together, and it's knitted top down in the round. I love that personally. That's my preferred way to knit a sweater. Top down in the round. Okay, that's the Sabrina v-neck. Also, I love the slightly witchy name. Love that. I'm actually now going to talk about another pattern from the same designer, if I can find where it is. This one is it's kind of similar in that it's another v-neck, it's quite another fitted one, but it's just got a little edge, and I think if I'm going to knit only one of the two of these, which, like, I'm a slow knitter, I just might not have time to knit both of them, I would pick this one personally. This is the Ophelia tank and top, again by Tamara Jordan. And I love that it's got this lace edging around the v-neck and on the sleeve cuffs and around the bottom hem. It's got a bit more of that kind of flutter sleeve, bell sleeve, I don't know what it's called, effect, which I love. And again, it's got options. You can have the long sleeve version, you can have the tank top version, you can have the short cap sleeve version, and honestly I would be tempted to knit 3 different versions all with different sleeves. I would be very tempted to do that. Yeah, so again, it's got a I think a decent range of sizes. Looks like it. It is 4-ply fingering, and again it's knit. Is it knit in the round? Top down? Yes, it's top down. I think it looks like parts of it might be worked flat, some of it is worked in the round. So that's that. I definitely want to knit this one. This one is on my queue. Now, a knit being on my queue is not necessarily guarantee that I will knit it, just that I currently intend to knit it. My queue has a very long wait time. Okay, that's the Ophelia tank and top. Right, next I want to talk, what do I want to talk about next? Oh, I know. I want to talk about the Gaja sweater by Agata Mackiewicz, or Mackiewicz. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce her name. Also known as amanitaknits. And this is both a sweater, like as in a jumper, a pullover, and a cardigan pattern. You can choose either. And they've got this like gorgeous kind of lace cable type situation going on down the sleeves, and it looks like, I think you might be able to choose, oh no, it looks like it's 3/4 sleeve, but I don't see why you couldn't extend it to be long sleeve. But yeah, it's just this gorgeous drapey pattern. And it is, yeah, 4-ply. I think knitted in the round. Yep, looks like it. And another v-neck. I love a v-neck personally. That's my preferred neckline. Yeah, now I'm gonna talk a bit about a few of her other patterns as well, because this is a designer I really like. I've actually only knitted one of her patterns, the Mistyaire cardigan. But I really want to knit more because she has quite a few like simple, elegant, kind of timeless, almost like slightly, I think she describes them as romantic. They're kind of feminine, but in a kind of, I was going to say more basic, and like it is in a kind of, yeah, minimalist, toned down, subtle kind of way, and I really love them. So on here I also have, I'm sure I have some other of her patterns on this list. Well, I have 2 of her summer tops on here. The golden oak tank top. How cute! Can't you just imagine that in black? Wouldn't that be gorgeous? But then again, also you could do it in a colour and then have a bit of variation. So if you're wearing an all black outfit, or mostly all black outfit, but then this top in like, yeah, a rich red or a deep rich like forest green, that would look gorgeous. Yeah, I do mostly wear all black, but I like to occasionally throw in a bit of colour for fun. And then the plant lady top is also just really nice. It's got this lace at the bottom, but then the rest of it is just like simple, elegant, nice and drapey, quite minimalist, but then it's got this lovely lace at the bottom. I just think that's gorgeous. What should I talk about next? Next, I'm going to talk about one that is actually meant to be a, it's intended to be gothic. This is the Repose cardigan by Dora Violet. It is knitted in bulky weight yarn, and it's worked both flat and in the round, apparently. But it's just this very oversized, it looks so comfy. It looks so comfy and so cozy. Just this oversized cardigan. It's got this kind of triangle garter stitch detail at the back, which I don't know if I love. I'm not a big fan of geometric shapes, to be honest. But so maybe if I knitted this, I would just omit that. It would be a very fun, relaxing knit just because it's so simple. Yeah, so that's that one. And next I'm going to talk about this one, the Savasana cardigan by wintersweatherknits. It looks like it's quite a simple cardigan, but it's just got this really nice cable detail on the edging, which I love. Look at that, so pretty. So pretty. It's got pockets too. What more can you want? What more can you possibly ask for? Amazing. I love it. It's just so, like, it's elegant yet casual somehow. It's, yeah, manages to be both elegant and casual at the same time. Amazing. That could so easily look so gothic in the right yarn. Amazing. I love it. It is 4-ply, and is it knit in the round? Yep, it looks like it's knit in the round, top down. Perfect. Love that. Next, I want to talk about the Weekday dress and pullover by Aimee Sher. Aimee Sher? Sher? I don't know. But this is again a very, like, classic, basic pullover. It looks kind of like it's a bit oversized. You know, it's just slightly on the oversized side, but it's got this nice little raglan detail. Let's see if I can find a close-up of it. It's got this nice little raglan detail that just kind of elevates it and takes it from something very basic and very simple to a bit of like, ooh, look at that little interesting detail. I love things like that. And it can be either a dress or a pullover, which is great. Again, I love these patterns that have options. So much value for money. But look how just nice and classic that is. It's simple yet elegant. And again, I'm going to look at another one of Aimee Sher's patterns. This is the Slightly Sassy V. Again, very basic. Yeah, there's not, like, the previous pattern, there is, like, an interesting detail in the raglan. The raglan, like, lacy, cabley bit. I'm not quite sure whether it's lace or cables, but this one is much more basic. But again, it has different sleeve options. Here she's wearing the 3/4 sleeve option. Here she's wearing a long sleeve. Here she's wearing a short sleeve. I think I would go for the 3/4 length. But for me, this one, it's all about the fit, right? Just look how well fitted that is. How well it drapes, the shape of it. Amazing. And it's just so, yeah, so minimalist and elegant. And it can literally go with anything. Like, this could go with a work outfit. It could go with a formal outfit. You could wear this around your house while you're binge watching something. So versatile, and I love that. That's that one. Next I'll look for, oh, where's it gone? I've lost it. Where has it gone? Oh, this is one I don't remember favoriting this, but I came across it today in my favorites. This is the Laurenson sweater by Lily Kate France. And, like, just look at those sleeves. Just look at those sleeves. Aren't they beautiful? They're a little bit kind of Edwardian, but only slightly. Like, they're not too much. The kind of puff sleeve gives a slightly princess vibe, and then the fitted nature of the body, it's kind of like understated. Like, it's kind of, you can see the historical influence, and yet it's subtle, it's understated. And again, it could just go with anything. It's quite versatile, I would think. Yeah. So I love that. You know, there's just enough puff there to give that kind of princess, fairy, witch vibe, if that's what you want to go for, if that's how you want to dress it. Again, it's something that can be dressed up, dressed down. You can dress it casually, you can dress it much more gothic, whatever. Yeah, I love that. It's very wearable, I feel. Again, it's got these 3/4 sleeves. Oh, it says it's knitted in one piece. I love that. I love not having to seam. And it's knit in Aran. Oh, that would knit up so fast. Oh, this is going on my queue. It wasn't on my queue before, and now it's going on my queue. Okay, right. I think for this time we will go for one more. Oh, this is hard. I don't know what to talk about, but I've already been recording for 16 minutes. And I don't want this to be this video to be too long. Anyway, let's talk about another really low-key one, shall we? Which one do I want to talk about? Oh, this one's cute. Yeah. This is the Evermore sweater by Kaidri. It is Aran. It is knitted in the round. It looks like it's got a, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 6 sizes, so some size variation. And it's again a V-neck. It looks really cozy and warm. And it's just got these nice little lace details on the bottom and on the sleeve, which I just find really elegant. But yeah, because it's knit in Aran weight yarn, and because it's like a little on the oversized side, it looks very casual, very easy to wear. It looks really comfy. So yeah, great for every day, I would think. Okay, let's now go for something a little more gothic. Okay, let's ramp it up a little. What am I going to talk about? Oh, here's another one of Agata Mackiewicz's patterns, the Tommelise cardigan. Again, just a very simple cardigan with just a nice little bit of lace at the bottom. Okay, that was unrelated. That's not really the next step up in gothicness. That was going back to the previous category. So how am I going to classify this? Yeah, what do I categorize as next step up? Alright, this is the Beltane sweater by Dora Violet, aka witchinghourknits. I've obviously already talked about one of her patterns, but it is 4-ply, it is top down in the round, it has got a very decent, many sizes, many sizes. There aren't many pictures here, but it's, as you can see, it's a kind of slightly see-through, kind of meshy top with some lace detail at the raglan and on the cuffs and on the hem. It is a little more out there in that, you know, it's a little bit see-through, which I personally am not like hugely comfortable with. I would be wearing something underneath that. I am not someone who feels comfortable just like putting a slightly see-through top over the top of their bra and being done with it. So I would probably wear a top under it personally. So it is a bit more like kind of falling into the like alternative style, but it is on the other hand quite basic apart from the lace details at the wrists and at the hem. And on the raglan it is very like, it's just a basic fitted sweater really. And it's really cute. Look how cute it is. But yeah, I feel like you could very easily, in what you pair it with, make it more gothic, less gothic, whatever. Yeah, I wonder, I feel like it could be interesting to wear like a coloured tank top underneath it, like knit it in black like she's done, because I think that's beautiful. I don't think I would want to knit this in another colour. But then like wear like a deep red or deep green tank top underneath, or purple maybe, so you can just like see it peeking through, and then wear everything else black. I think that would look kind of cool, personally. Okay, next, I think I'm going to mostly talk about lace here. So next I'm going to talk about... I'm now going to talk about two that are quite similar, I think, in vibe. And the first one is... This one I guess is a more popular pattern, or at least it's a more popular designer. I've never knit anything from her, but this is the Halu sweater by Caitlin Hunter, Boyland Knitworks. And yeah, it's again got this, it's got some lace around the like yoke, I guess. And yeah, it's a little on the kind of diaphanous side. The lace looks a bit more complicated. It's quite like centre stage, whereas the rest of the lace I've looked at so far has been like, you know, little hints here and there. Whereas here the lace very much takes centre stage. It's quite oversized, so it looks quite like casual and easy to wear. Definitely will make a bit more of a statement worn under, say, a leather jacket, but like I feel like it is still a little on the kind of understated side, maybe. But yeah, it's kind of a V-neck, and yeah, it's really nice. And this is lace and fingering held together to make a DK. And it's a circular yoke in the round, top down V-neck. Yeah, it's really pretty. And on a similar level, we have, where has it gone? The Diaphania sweater by Camilla Larson. And this is a very diaphanous, very lacy kind of top. Again, kind of see-through, and again the lace kind of takes centre stage. It's a lace weight, but I think you, looking at that looks to me like you use bigger needles. Yeah, 4.5mm needles, so not lace weight needles. And it looks like it is, again, a circular yoke in the round, knit in one piece from the top down, and that looks really cool. Just imagine it in black. Just imagine it in black. That's so pretty. Okay, I feel like we've looked at a lot of lace, so I think let's now look at some cables. But which one? Right, this is the Twisted Cable Sweater by Anne-Catherine Stoll, and it has sizes XS to XL. It has a circular yoke and is knitted in the round from the top down. It is 4-ply, and it's this very, very textured long sleeve kind of cropped sweater with like a high neckline. It looks very boxy, but the texture, I think, is what looks amazing. Like, imagine that in black. This video is just me saying imagine that in black. And I think that texture will give it great structure and great, I don't know, makes it kind of a centerpiece, I guess, of any outfit. Just imagine it with a leather jacket over the top. That's gothic, right? It's gothic. Amazing. And I'm also going to briefly mention the Minu cardigan by Louisa Raykopf. It is a fingering yarn and a lace weight yarn held together, and it's a cabled cardigan. And again, I'm just going to say, imagine it in black. In some of Bernadette Banner's videos, she wears this lovely black cardigan. I think it would have been store-bought, but it's a lovely black cabled cardigan, and ever since seeing her in that, I'm like, I want I want a cardigan like that. And I want to knit it, of course. Yeah, again, I can just really picture this being worn with a leather jacket or with like a long lacy gothic skirt, a long black skirt, a long black dress. Yeah, being worn over a long black dress, something like that. Or even with black jeans or what have you. I can just really picture that. I think it's obviously a bit more, I wouldn't call it minimalist because of all the cables all over, but I can definitely see it being worn as a like everyday item in a gothic wardrobe for just, a normal casual day. Okay, right, let's get on to the ones that are undeniably gothic. If you're into gothic things, you've probably already heard of some of these. Of course, we have to mention the possibility of crows. We just have to. Look at it. We have to. How can I not mention this? Look at it. Amazing. Yeah, it looks so oversized and comfy and cozy. Perfect. So this is The Possibility of Crows cardigan by Harper B. It's knit in Aran weight yarn. It's got 9 sizes. It is top down. It also has some crochet edging. Yeah, and it just looks so cozy. Look at it. Amazing. Next I'm going to talk about Astraeus by Megan Reagan. And this is another colourwork jumper. I would imagine knit in the round from the top down. Yep, circular yoke in the round, top down, yeah. It's knitted in DK. And I'm a huge fan of like celestial patterns, star patterns, moon patterns, anything inspired by the night sky. I love it. I'm that kind of goth that loves the moon and the stars, so this one is a must for me. I just love it, and I am gonna have to knit it one day. One day. Oh, and it looks like it's got a really good range of sizes too. Next, of course, we have another moon one. This is the Moon Cardi by Ariana Fresca. Another oversized, cozy looking cardigan, and it's got, again, colourwork on the back with the lunar phases down the back. Amazing, beautiful. I need to say nothing more about it, I think. It is knitted in DK, and it's bottom up, this one. Interesting. And again, a decent range of sizes, 9 sizes. So yeah, that's that. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of like a circular cape shape. That's fun. I love that. Or maybe it's just that one. I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. Next. I obviously can't talk about gothic patterns without talking about Hannah Man. So she has 2 quite similar patterns that I would be tempted to talk about. One of them is the Witching Hour sweater. It's kind of a like loose-fitting sweater with this like crow skull, bird skull motif around the top. But the one that I want to talk about is the Dead of Night sweater, which is much more fitted. It has colourwork both at the top and the bottom. It again repeats the bird skull motif. I think it's a slightly different bird skull motif, but that around the circular yoke, and then it also has some colourwork down near the bottom. It is a sport weight or 5-ply jumper. Again, looks like it's got a decent range of sizes, circular yoke in the round, top down. Amazing. I love it. I'm going to knit one of these. I am actually spinning yarn to knit this. I have started doing a spindle to sweater series last year, which, to be honest, I'm really behind on my spinning for this. So I need to get on that, really. Because I really want to knit this. And I'm going to be dyeing the yarn as well, and I will be documenting the whole process. So subscribe if you want to see that. And I cannot possibly end a gothic knitting pattern video without mentioning the, I do not know how to pronounce this, the eggshell by Catherine Clark. And just look at this. How incredible. How incredible is this? It's another colour work, kind of lunar inspired jumper. It is knit in 4-ply. It has a very decent range of sizes by the looks of it. Top down in the round, fabulous, love it. Yeah, I love Stella and Luna inspired things. I just love it. Just give me all the night sky knits. This just looks incredible. I don't know if I'd wear it, to be honest. I have got it in my queue, even though I do not know if I would wear it. But it's just beautiful. What a showstopper of a knit. Ooh, there's a cowl. Maybe I could knit the cowl instead. Oh, I think I have to do that. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Speaking of seeing more, you can see more of my knitting videos here, and if you have any other suggestions for gothic knitting patterns or gothic adjacent knitting patterns, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, happy crafting and have a great day. Bye.